Welcome back. It's They Said. It's now November 2013. And we got Kiki back with us again this week. She was gone.
One day.
She was out there being a trailblazer last week over at UCSD. I always got to look at it. I can't get 4 letters. She's been telling me all night what school it is. I'm like SDSU, USD.
UCSD.
UCSD. And I'm dyslexic with these numbers or letters. See?
Wait, is that really the reason why, or is it just because
you know,
had an exciting weekend?
I'm a little bit more sober than usual when we do this show, so I'm kind of...
We'll drink up.
Okay, here we go. So how was it?
It was quite interesting because I took 5 different people, including myself, and I normally only take 4, including myself. I don't perform because I'm old.
You're taking them to the school.
Oh my God.
You're taking them to the school, the show. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, to perform.
Oh, to perform. Okay.
So we do bingo there, 2 shows, and then we do answer, question answer. And the best question that wasn't disgusting about sex was when they asked me about my sons.
Oh. So how did they find out about your sons?
There's always one bitch in there got a big mouth.
You know, this one has children, and they're like, ooh, how's that? What's going on?
Like this. Who's gay in here? Everybody's raising their hand. I didn't raise shit.
So you said the only one that wasn't about sex. What was the one about sex?
Well, they always ask where you put it at. And when you leave, when you wake up in the morning, what do you look like? I said, like anybody else, ugly as shit. You need to put makeup on.
That's a question that they ask.
Because, no, they think that I don't have boobs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the questions were interesting, but they're getting old.
So how did it feel there? I mean, was the crowd generally receptive?
Yeah, very receptive.
And they've been always receptive, or has there been some controversy in the past?
Never had a controversy, except for when we got ready to do a show at SDSU.
SDSU, that's the Catholic University.
Yes.
Okay.
And they had a fit, but I didn't go do that show because I don't like fits.
Now, you were mentioning that had there been protests, you wouldn't have done it.
No, I won't do it.
Why?
Because of my mouth.
Oh.
I would cut somebody out. And then being on a Catholic college, it wouldn't be proper.
Yeah.
Not good representation of a transsexual.
Well, we missed you a lot. And we had,
It didn't seem like it. I saw the tape.
Really?
Oh my God.
Kiki came in later on Monday night.
Yes, after the show.
After the show, and I'm working. I saw her and went to give her a hug, and she's like, "How was the show?" And I was like, "It was okay." She's like, "Okay is fine with me."
It was okay.
That's how I felt the day that I was gone.
What was that?
That's how I felt when I was gone that one time, and I came back and, oh, it was a great show, and then like, oh, call her up again, have her come back, and I was like, oh my God.
Aw,
When you were gone, we had a great time.
Yeah, I could tell. You know, Trent's a lot of fun to be with, so I should know. I'm with him all the time.
With that pillow.
So,
Every week.
I'll never forget that pillow.
hey, inflatable. We have some bigger ones coming up because Courtney and I, as you guys know, we're in Palm Springs enjoying Pride. But before we get to that, how was your weekend, Dustin?
It was good. Working and everything like that. It was a decently busy weekend. Actually, normally for Palm Springs Pride, I feel like it is slower than it was this last weekend.
Right.
But because it was still so close to Halloween, I feel like a lot more people stayed than usual. So it was a good time.
Well, Halloween was just a few days ago, so you had that big DJ spinoff here between Taj and Marcel.
Taj and Marcel, yeah.
How did that go?
That was fun. That was a good
I wish
time.
I could have been here.
That was awesome. And Ophelia did the costume contest, and someone dressed as Derek Zoolander won.
Oh, really?
Literally,
Was he doing the look?
As soon as he came in the door, he came in probably like 9:30ish. Up until the costume contest was over at like 12:30, 12:45, he was in character the entire time. Like he's walking around, just like,
That's funny.
Hansel, Hansel, Hansel. That's all everyone wants to talk about is Hansel.
I just watched that movie last week too. That's
It was
so funny.
during the contest, I was dying laughing because I'm like standing back there by the bar, and like when it like so it was all by crowd applause. So they went crazy for him, and then it was like the next person, and he's just like, like rolling his eyes, and I'm just like cracking up.
He's just not
Like
turning
he's
off.
winning it more and more every second.
He's feeding off the crowd.
Oh, it was good.
Funny.
Oh my God! So then, So you had your Halloween celebration here, and then you went through the whole weekend, and you ended it up on Sunday with the Chargers?
Yeah, that was a rough one. It was we ended up losing in overtime. I mean, we made it to overtime, but you don't really get anything for that. It's just lose stuff. It's not like hockey or soccer where it's like, oh, you still get like a point or something like that, but no.
Right.
It's a loss.
Yeah, because I saw everyone on Facebook talking about how this was they simply should have won it. It was that easy. Well, I don't want to say easy, but that they were there.
I was getting mad. So we drove the ball down the field at the very end of the game. We were down by 3, and we got all the way to the half-yard line with 30 seconds left and 2 timeouts. So which means we could run 4 plays. And like worst case scenario, 4th play, we kick it for a field goal, send it to overtime, which is what happened. But when you're a half-yard away, you can run the ball. The quarterback can grab it. You can fall forward half a yard. It's not like far at all. And they only tried to run it one time, and it was like a draw play, which means you only have 5 offensive linemen and 1 running back, no one blocking for him. So it's like they had 8 guys running forward, 5 guys blocking.
There?
I'm still here because I can see what he's talking about because I saw it on the news.
Yeah, it was.
I do recaps. I don't watch that.
It was weird play
shit.
calling.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like we could have won the game, but it went to overtime, and they just went right down the field and scored.
And they were playing the Washington Redskins. Yeah. So I've noticed that they've been in the news lately in the last week with their name, and there's been a lot of public outcry, ranging from the president all the way down to.
Well, it's going from. I feel like it's coming from a bunch of different places, but the owner of the team has said like that there's no way he would ever change the team name. And I mean, if you look at it that way, like with all other teams that are like Indian-based names and stuff, there's the Redskins, the Indians, the Blackhawks, like there's so many, and then let alone you go to like colleges like the Seminoles and everything else, but certain ones are names of tribes and things like that.
Right.
But the Redskins, I do feel like out of all of them is the more offensive name because it's not like that they're Indians or Blackhawks, something like that. It's like, no, like they have Redskin, that's why we named the team after it. Right. But the reason that the team's name is the Redskins is because when the team first started, they had 6 Native American players on the team. That's where they came up, that's how they got the Redskins name, because they actually there weren't that many Native American players in the league, and they had 6.
Oh.
So I noticed too that I think it was San Francisco Chronicle, or was it the LA Times? I think it was San Francisco Chronicle that said that from now on they were going to address them only as Washington and not use the rest of the name because it was, they don't want to use it as offensive.
And I do feel like the weirdest part to me is I feel like it is the like white American culture is the one that has an issue with it. It's not like a bunch of tribes and like Native Americans who are like picketing it and everything like that. Because if so, I feel like it would get a bigger notice. People like, okay, like they're offended by this, but it's like a bunch of people who's like trying to be politically correct about it. Like, no, that's offensive. We can't do that anymore.
Well, I mean that.
How long has that team existed?
I don't know. How long has it been?
A long time. I don't know. I'm not.
I know there are a lot of Indian groups that are very angry about the name and they find it very offensive.
I know there are, but they're not. But it's. I feel like it's not the majority of Native American tribes. But I mean,
it seems kind of like a silly controversy. You think they should just, they should just change the name.
It's a team name. I don't really see the huge issue in it personally because it's not like their team name is like the Dirty Redskins or something like that. Like anything like that. It's just it is Redskins. It was an offensive term previously, but I feel like it's not that that word isn't that offensive anymore. But
I think it's more offensive now than it was then. Because to me, it's kind of like naming a football team, the Wetbacks, or calling them the N-word.
If someone named it that earlier in time and no one said anything, you can't have a team around for over 30-something years, correct?
Yeah.
So now it's offensive.
Yeah.
You're looking for something.
But things change. People change. And
People
attitudes
change.
Like back in the day, you could say tranny all you wanted and it wasn't a big deal. Now it's a big deal. And it's a big deal to the kids who are transsexual and don't need that kind of stigma based on it. Things change. So maybe Redskins was okay to say back then. It's no longer okay to say now. I mean, things do change.
Okay, we get it.
I mean, that's a first.
Fucking football.
I mean, I get it, but unless there's like a huge it's not against the law and it's the owner's team. If he does unless it starts impacting him he's not making money or anything like that, and people aren't going to see the games, like, he has all the rights to keep the team name the same.
Well, it's like the Halloween, those 4 white guys who dressed up as the Jamaican bobsledding people.
Okay.
I didn't find that offensive whatsoever.
Out of
'cause
here in
that's-
San Diego.
Yeah,
That was out of here in San Diego. Okay.
I didn't find that offensive at all.
No, I found
I
it.
don't even understand how it could be offensive. That wasn't blackface. That was brownface.
Were they doing like the whole?
They
like,
had the uniform on because they were representing, and they weren't making jokes like where blackface first originated
Yeah.
from, making jokes about black people. They had on a brown face, and it wasn't even black.
Yeah,
And I was like, this, it's Halloween.
yeah.
So now you can't go out as a,
Who's that? Yeah, who's that person?
Julie-
Yep,
Julie
Julie
Huff?
Huff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did the one from Orange is the New
Orange is the New Black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Eyes.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Well, me and Gary we don't find it offensive. He didn't find it offensive.
No?
my boyfriend didn't find it offensive either, because I'm
He
like,
said
is
it's
there,
a costume,
this is
it's not
someone
really-
looking for something to argue about. Same as the seals. We argue about those seals every couple of months. I'm tired of the damn, let them have the damn kid pool.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All the water we have in California, you want that little section. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's kind of.
My tax dollars going to waste for you going to court.
Halloween, I feel like, is supposed to be no holds bars, you know, and like,
Really?
I feel like you should be able to just, as long as you're not going out there like really trying to offend someone or
Well-
anything like that. Like the fact that they're just going out and trying to have a good time. Like the movie Cool Runnings is hilarious.
It
first
is.
off. And the Jamaican bobsled team, like everyone like would know who you are going out. I've seen a couple of girls do it before. They weren't painted or anything like that, but I just like I don't feel like they're doing that to be offensive. by any means.
I really see your point on that because I personally am not offended by Julie Huff doing what she did.
Yeah.
And I'm not personally offended by what these 3 teachers were probably not trying to be racist or anything, but I am offended that they're that stupid to think that they're going to do something like that and not have consequences for it because blackface is just something you don't do. You just don't do it.
What does a black face look like?
Blackface is,
A black face with some white lips.
but the term,
They did
what the
not
term means,
do that.
the Al Jolson days back in
When
the 30s.
they made
it's-
fun of black
right.
people. They did not make fun of black
it's-
people. They just did a bobsled, a team. It represented something.
But they're teachers.
Coaches.
Okay, so then, okay, if we go by that logic, then it was okay for that little kid in the South somewhere to be dressed up as a KKK.
If that's
Because-
what he wanted to be for Halloween, his family wanted to be represented like that. They're idiots.
I mean-
Fine and dandy. If he get his ass
I mean,
whooped,
no,
he get his ass
you're right,
whooped.
you're right. It's their right to do it, but it's
Right.
also all right to say that's really stupid.
So this free country is no longer
You know.
free because you can't
No,
do
yeah, it's-
shit.
Whether or not it's a smart decision or something, but I do
Right.
feel like whenever I see anyone out for Halloween, whatever they're dressed as, I'm never gonna like go up and like start a fight with them or something like that. Like I might say like, stupid decision, but whatever.
like passing out letters
I
saying you're
dressed
too
up
fat
like
for
a-
candy. And,
I dressed up like a witch, and everybody says, "Oh, you're a witch." I said,
Oh,
"No, I'm a
right.
bitch.
oh, bitch.
No, I'm black witch. Bitch, I'm a bitch."
Well, this obviously is a pretty, a loaded topic, and it's, got some good rights on that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and we're going to have some Palm Springs action and Adam Lambert. So,
Oh shit.
Are we back?
we're back. We're back again.
Ooh, that was good, Courtney.
So, you may be noticing, I've noticed on Facebook, a lot of people have shaved their faces for Movember. I'm not really sure what it's all about, but I
What?
guess Movember, is it for testicles, or is it for testicles?
Lord
Is it for
Jesus.
testicles or something? I don't know.
It's for men's health
Oh, it's for men's health.
and specifically men's cancer.
Okay. It's to draw
Grow a
awareness to
mustache.
men's health issues and cancer.
So shave your face to talk about your balls.
So I guess I'll try it. I don't know.
Your pooper,
What,
Yep.
like anal cancer?
prostate.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, guys.
I
if
keep
you're
all
having-
mine shaved.
If you're having unprotected sex out there, seriously, make sure you're getting tested for anal cancer because that is actually a very big, serious issue with the gay community. Anal cancer. Didn't you know that?
No,
Oh, yeah.
you don't touch my anus.
No? Femidom? You use Femidom?
I don't know
I
what no
first time I saw
Femidom is.
Femidom inserted and pulled out.
What is Femidom?
Femidom, like a female condom.
No.
Yeah. It works the same way as a regular condom, but it's a, you know, but it works for guys
to a
too.
different level of
It really did.
I've heard that word before.
A femidom.
that was a commercial. So.
I'm a spokesperson for that because that was really good. You're selling
But
me
it's
on it.
true. It's true. If you're, you know, for people who are having anal sex, it works the same way. If you don't trust your partner to be wearing a condom, you can do it for yourself. You can actually insert a femidom and wear it protective. But
Can we bring one of those next week and look at it?
I'm gonna go find one. I'm gonna go find me some femidoms.
Rite Aid,
Down
cross
across
street.
the street?
Yep.
We're going right over there
I
after
went
this
to
show.
one of these, me and Trent, when we first were dating, we went to this men's group that's here in San Diego. I can't remember the name of it. And they had a whole demonstration of the different kind of sex objects that you could use for safety, just to keep yourself safe. And femidom was
Gerbils.
Gerbils are not safe. They weren't safe for Richard Gere.
Gerbils, because I saw all those people had more sickened animals up their ass.
No, those little things with little claws just trying
It
to get out.
scares the shit out of me to wipe my ass with toilet paper if it ain't softened.
Aaron was called like a gerbil smuggler or something like that.
So,
That was
but
when it was like the top 10 most like, top 10.
What was it?
Like,
It was the top 5 most dangerous homosexuals in America.
In America?
yeah.
co-owner and producer Aaron, his name is
Watch out.
top 5.
Our
most dangerous.
producer was top 5.
Right. Yep.
Producer top 5. All right. Because they said.
I just, back to the original point though, the funnest part was watching them pull out the femidom once it was.
You mean someone takes it, puts in your ass?
You put it in yourself. That's the whole point, is that you
So
can
you
take care of
put- you
yourself.
put it
You don't
in
need
your-
anyone else's permission.
You put it in your ass.
Right. And it goes in.
And it's like
We
a
need a demonstration
condom.
next week.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
My
cut this
brain's not
conversation.
Dustin? Come on.
It's all right.
Just relax.
Hell.
Hey, that's what they said to me my first time.
We just heard the whole time we're talking about. I want to see this shit. Femidom.
Femidom. Femidom. So, yeah.
We're not going to do it on somebody. We're just going to put it up and look at it.
Oh, I've seen them before. Because I mean, it's like we've had them brought it because we have someone who comes in every like couple of weeks and drops off like a bag of condoms supposed to hand out to people, and they brought in the female condoms before, and now it's like a bet between all of the staff for like the first
Which way
person
is it
who
gonna
can like use a female
Went to the
condom,
wrong place.
whether it be I mean like because like you said like you guys can use it
Yeah.
as well like so it's just
But-
a hilarious bet to be like
An
someone's
ass
trying to
is
get-
not like a vagina. I don't understand.
It still goes in. You just gotta.
How the hell
It
you
just-
unrolling this in your ass?
It's like a reverse condom. It looks like a condom.
It's like
It's like a circular condom.
Okay, let's
Jiffy
next
Pop.
week.
Remember Jiffy
Next
Pop?
week, y'all bring
Okay.
me one so I can
It's
see
like
this
Jiffy
shit.
Pop.
I need to see this. I'm bringing ass.
It's like Jiffy Pop. It's like all rolled up there, and when you kind of like push it in, it kind of goes out with you and goes in, and then it just grows, and it's latex. It's
My ass just closed the hell up.
It's big. It's like this deep.
Oh my God, my ass.
It's like all the way inside.
I need to see it next week.
I am so over this conversation.
that.
I'm not.
Speaking of deep. Speaking of deep.
Speaking of deep.
All right, yeah. Speaking of deep,
Good segue.
we have a deep voice singer coming to Glee pretty soon, don't we? Yeah.
Deep voice singer. What the hell is that?
With baritone and Glambert. Glambert's coming to Glee. Glee and Glambert. Isn't that happening?
That's Courtney's friend.
That is my two favorite things
I
in the
know,
whole
I know.
world. They are combining it together. It's gonna be like you're gonna hear
Her
me-
husband is gonna be like
hear me
this. Shut up.
screaming
Shut up.
Thursday night from
She's gonna have
the
a-
whole hour. Just this long high pitched scream. Everybody's gonna be looking for us. And
Is
you're
he playing himself?
No, he's acting. He's playing Elliot or Star Child. Kurt wants to start a band and he's holding auditions and Adam's character comes in to audition. He's a little over the top.
It's kind of like
No,
they keep
no,
adding.
no.
This is what's ridiculous about it. They keep adding people to the show who have better voices than everyone else on the show.
That's-
Like you're just pointing it out, like how
What
like
Chris Colfer
mediocre
actually
everyone
said,
else.
they have like a behind the scenes video and Chris Colfer's like, oh, and Kurt is surprised because, like, intimidated because he sings like Adam Lambert and like,
Oh,
so he's already
that's
admitting
kinda
like,
cute.
yeah. Have you, they've like already his song is already like he's playing.
Have they?
He's singing "Marry the Night" from Lady Gaga, and it's better than Gaga's. So good. And I'm biased, but I'm being honest.
She's gonna
Are
get.
you anti-Gaga?
No,
Oh,
I love her.
do you
to
have a
death.
Twitter account?
What?
Do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the monsters will come attacking you now for.
No, I
Courtney is anti-Gaga. Get her.
So did you see Gaga at the, is it YouTube Music
what?
Awards or something like that?
What?
Lady Gaga was dressed like a man.
Oh, the YouTube music. I heard those happened. I didn't watch
Was
it.
that this a weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw it on the news.
She's been dressed like a man. She was dressed like a man on the VMAs.
Yeah, a couple.
She
yeah.
did. She sang "You and I."
Yeah. What's her drag name when she did that?
I don't remember.
Oh shit.
I just hope they don't
Billy
mess up.
something?
No.
I just hope they don't mess up this whole thing with him because he's a big name. He's obviously his fan base is going to be based a lot with the Glee fan base that's out there.
There's a lot of crossover.
And I'm a little worried because I can see where Dustin's coming from. Because what was that girl from Sex and the City?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
When she first came on, that's where I think I started to lose a little bit over Glee when she did
said,
that.
"Let's have a Kiki."
Exactly. When
That
just
song
have Cookie.
came on. It was like
It was
that
done.
That
I
was
was
when
like-
that song was just coming out. Like, I had been out in this community for a while, and it kind
Yeah.
of was like an underground, like, gay anthem.
Underground.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the show with my roommate, and it starts playing. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, and it did
She's
so
like,
bad.
"What?" I'm like, "This is like, if you played this song anywhere in like Hillcrest, everyone would go crazy. It's so much fun, but it's
Yeah.
because it's like their own thing right now, and you just put it out there for everyone in a really
I don't
strange
think
way.
I don't think it was weird how it came out because I had never heard it until Glee.
Oh, really?
Really?
I swear, because baby, that would be my anthem every time I walked into
Wow.
a place. Let's
Yeah.
have a
It had already been out for a year.
Close the doors
when
tight.
It's on Glee.
They did it. The
That's
first time I heard it was during when we had Glitter Cup Disco here,
Yeah.
and so it was like a packed place, and they played it, and everyone was just like working the dance floor the whole time. It was fun.
So yeah, and that's why I'm like worried about what they're going to do with Adam Lambert. But I got to admit, I do love Adam Lambert. I've always loved
Do
him.
you? Because there's a lot of gays that don't.
No, and you know what? They're stupid because they have no idea about what talent and raw talent
he's
is.
he's very talented.
And
when he's
I
on,
like him.
I loved him.
All some people care about is circumcised singers that are playing over at Bourbon Street and
What
stuff
the
like
hell
that.
are you talking about?
We're talking about a real talent like Adam Lambert, not
Circumcised.
not.
Behind the camera, the camera does not like that.
He's overrated.
How dareth you?
He's
Don't care either way. I don't make money by talking
mean,
about him, so I'm good.
I don't like dislike him. Like, I'll never listen to his songs or anything like that. But he has like 3 good songs, and people worship him as if he's like someone at the level of like Michael
American Idol.
Jackson.
It was American Idol, right?
He has like a small, like his fan base is pretty small. He does not like.
They had
everywhere.
when he had a show here when he was at the Del Mar Fair.
Yeah.
Like the Adam Lambert fan group like messaged us to come in here. There was 200 people who came in here to all hang out and talk about Adam Lambert the day before the show.
Were they all 40, 50-year-old women?
Yes, they were.
Yep.
Yes, they were.
So let's let them. You know what? This is really funny. A lot of those women, because when I go to his concerts, I'm usually like the youngest person there, and I'm always like, what the fuck? And it's his like Elvis appeal. Like there's one lady who I was talking to me in line once and telling me how she believed he is Elvis reincarnated. Like and
goodness.
was telling had to keep a straight face the whole time, but yeah.
Weren't they just Glaken crossovers or what are they called?
What?
What are they?
Gaken.
Huh?
You make up words.
What's his name?
What the hell are you doing now?
Clay Aiken.
Yeah, aren't they just like crossovers from him to Adam Lambert? A lot of them moved
Adam
over.
Lambert.
A lot of them moved
had
over.
a deep voice,
Yeah.
which that tie over would
I
have
mean-
been better.
Clay Aiken had a deep voice. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, here's my deal with Adam
I
Lambert.
know who
though.
he is. I thought his voice was all
Yeah.
fucking medium.
I think
It was
okay.
a cross between a man and a
boring.
woman.
It was deeper than Adam Lambert's though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
see,
true,
Adam
he
Lambert's got
screams
a good range.
90% of the time.
Yeah, but he sings in tune.
Oh, yes, he does. I didn't say he was a bad singer.
yeah.
I just don't do rock and roll.
My thing with Adam Lambert though, when
When he was on American Idol, I loved him.
he was good on American
I
Idol.
swear.
I like when he did that Ring of Fire, that version he did of Ring of Fire. That's what really won me over for him. But I have to admit, when he came on that award show right after that season, and he did all that kind of
And he kissed the
And
face.
like that?
Yeah.
this is where I get mad at myself because I remember being very uncomfortable by it because there was a little bit of internal homophobia coming out of me watching that because I'm like, this is very awkward. I don't like it because I don't want people to think things about the gay community based on this, because I knew it was going to turn into that, and it did. Because why would, remember right after that they started banning him from morning shows.
The very next day he wasn't allowed to perform on the
And
show.
it would never have happened to Britney Spears. It would never have happened to Madonna. It would never have happened to Katy Perry. But it happened.
They don't care.
And it happened because it was a gay guy doing gay things on a gay stage.
It was like, do you remember those girls, the band Tattoo? Do you remember that?
Tattooed.
It was two girls. They sang that "All the Things She Said" song.
Oh, all the things she said.
Yeah.
All the things she said.
And they were supposedly a lesbian group. And they kissed in their music videos, stuff like that, and then they performed at VMAs, and there was like all this uproar about it because it was going to be, it wasn't like two straight girls kissing on stage, like with the Madonna, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears thing. It was two lesbians
Really doing it.
pushing their agenda on people. So it was the whole thing. And then
I hate when people say that,
and, like,
agenda.
Yeah, and they didn't kiss. They had like 200 other girls who were there with them. They all kissed, but like the two girls didn't kiss. Then it came out like a year later there was two straight girls, like just doing it because like the record company wanted them to, which like the band got like went away and stuff.
Yeah.
But
That's.
but it's still the same thing. It's like people just, I think people go over the top with that, where it's like they're doing it for a reason because you're telling them not to.
Right.
It causes attention, draws you in, and you're snatched
But
up.
I think it's interesting when you see people, certain people, I'm not saying our producers like this, because he's not.
Yes, he is.
But I do think a lot of people do have this internal homophobia that comes out of it, even gay people. I'm over it. I mean, I dealt with it, because I remember feeling that way, and I remember questioning myself, like, why do I finally told myself, like, why do I feel this way? Why does it bug me a little bit? And I realized I was just very uncomfortable with the fact that how open things have become. I haven't caught up sometimes with where we're at. So when I see all these young kids out there, I just saw some like kids run into a cross light the other day, and they were acting all tough and streetwise and stuff, and it was freaking me out at first because I thought they were going to fight. They were actually trying to get each other's numbers. Something I would never see when I was a kid, and it was just interesting because my internal homophobia kicked in, thinking, oh my God, someone's going to get punched. Something's going to happen, and I think that's what my worry about Adam Lambert is on Glee. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty good.
You were worried about what?
I don't know. Glee can't get any more gayer than
I was
it
gonna
is.
say it's the gay
It's not-
show. Like
yeah,
it's
with Kurt and
I don't even know if Adam's characters. I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna be gay, but I don't even
right.
know.
But I think they're just using him to get more people to watch it again.
And hey, I'm going to watch it specifically because I like Adam Lambert and I want to see how it's going to turn out. I think
I'm
it'll be
gonna
a
watch it
great
in
show.
spite of. I'm kidding. I'm just saying this right now because
You know what?
you guys mad.
You
I
need to
do-
give Adam a break.
I do enjoy. I liked.
Leave Adam alone.
Give him a break, and with that, we're taking a break, and we'll be right back.
You knew that was
So tonight is Monday at the Breast Row. You'll be watching this later, but in case you're in San Diego, Mondays is 80s night here at the Breast Row. You've got to come and enjoy it because it's one of the best parties in town. Is there any drink specials going on?
$2 well drinks.
$2 well drinks all night.
Good God. I was drunk
Do they play
last
any
night.
funk? Do they play any 80s funk at all?
They play everything. They play
Every-
80s
yeah,
and
it's
early
very-
90s too. It's
It was so nice. I came here last Monday after the show at the college, and I had a great time, but I certainly called a cab to get home.
that means it was a great
Well,
time.
Texas
It was
Tech.
great. There was 4 of us from the college that came here. And I was like, how I just saw you bitches. I didn't want to see none of you again.
That has so the music is just no disco and none disco at all,
I mean,
right?
it's all 80s
Everything
and then
80s.
early 90s, and it goes all over the board depending on the night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, there's obviously like you'll still hear your classics. You'll hear some Madonna, some Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
but it's not like your normal 80s night where you go and it's like only those. Like
Mm-hmm.
he mixes up, and you'll hear songs that you haven't heard in a long time. It's
Do you ever play any Glee remixes, dance
No.
songs? No?
It's not the 80s, bitch.
I like that.
That's
What was that character on Glee that plays a trans person?
Unique.
Unique, I'm sorry. Unique!
Wade.
Oh, wait.
My new BFF.
Yeah, I love that song that she did on Glee.
Pinball Wizard.
When she did the disco version of, but she redid it. It was Boogie Shoes.
Yeah.
I Want a Boogie. So you actually had the great luck and opportunity to run into Unique
Yeah, Alex.
Alex in Palm Springs.
Yeah, that was actually my goal for this weekend. I had one goal, and it was to meet Alex, who plays Unique on Glee, and I wanted to tell him how much I love him for playing that character for like cause of the camp that I worked for. So it was just really important. So,
Right.
Yeah, and I made it happen. Actually, Reggie, thank you if you watch. That was a lot of. I needed some help, but yeah, it was
What do you mean you need some help? To sneak
I
into the
needed,
hotel
like,
room, or?
Reggie is the entertainment manager, and I said, this is my goal, this is what I want to happen, and Reggie actually let me walk over to Alex's hotel and escort him to the stage.
Ooh.
Go,
so,
girl, you
yeah.
go, girl.
Was he
Back-
with anybody?
He had somebody, I don't know if they were like an assistant or a friend or somebody with them.
You don't see any like lovey-doveyness going on or nothing?
Was he dressed up?
Some
Or
gossip.
Yeah.
I want some news.
Yeah, performs
was-
some of like unique songs, but comes on stage and says, "My name is Alex," but you know me like from Glee as Unique, and then kind of performs as Unique.
Yeah. I wonder how difficult that can be because in real life, Unique is not trans. It's just he's gay, a gay man, but he plays a trans character
Yeah.
on the show. I wonder how difficult that's going to be, or if it is difficult at all, because everyone kind of projects Unique onto him, don't they? Did that come
Yeah,
up
for
at all?
sure.
Did you get to talk to him
No,
about
not
that?
about that, but I mean,
Well, you met him that personally.
Yeah.
Was he that gay?
yeah,
That's outstanding. I love that.
yeah.
I've always wondered how difficult that might be because everyone expects a certain thing out of celebrities when they see them out, and they expect them to be like they see them on TV all the time. And
Evidently,
they're
that bitch is the same. I love that
Well,
shit.
and he just got signed for a record
Oh.
deal.
Oh, did
You
say
telling
anything?
all the business. You know that ain't legal.
I mean, just signed it, so I have no idea when it's going to be put out.
How was the rest of your Palm Springs
It was
adventure?
okay. It wasn't too crazy.
No?
Yeah, no, it was actually pretty relaxing. A lot of pool time. Volunteered, obviously. Did my volunteer work, but yeah, full time.
Was it warm?
Yeah,
It was.
it's okay.
Y'all are full of
Moderately.
shit. It was cold as hell in that
No.
It was
damn
cold at
thing.
night. It was cold at night.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
All you
on.
white people wear shorts every damn day. Don't look shorts.
I had a
It's
poncho.
fucking cold outside.
Okay.
Well, I don't.
No, it wasn't. I didn't think it was that cold at all. Really, I was in a tank top most
I
of the.
sleep in a fucking
night.
parka and have damn comforters and everything
Yeah,
wrapped around my
but
head
you
and
got, like-
a hoodie on and afraid I'm gonna get
You
shot.
ain't got much padding on you, girl. That doesn't keep you warm.
How dare you?
Don't really. I mean,
I ate like a pig. I'm sorry, my metabolism is outstanding. Everybody else in my family is fat. And they watch this shit. I'm going home for Thanksgiving shit. Oh,
This is like a
shit.
couple weeks away. They'll remember this.
that was. You were here though. I was hoping I was meant to ask you to come and join us in Palm Springs because we had extra room in the house that we rented.
Because you got kicked out of the house that you were staying in.
It was a condo, but
See, I got a good memory. I got,
but it's okay. Everything worked out.
Did you run into Aaron there?
Yeah, we ran into him.
Did you do a hit and run and go about your
Ricky
business?
and we ran into Ophelia and Donald, and it was a lot. It was a
You
lot of
said
fun.
Ricky and Ophelia?
Yeah, Ophelia one day, Ricky the other. Yeah, it was
His boy
great.
hair and a bald head the next. Hello.
It was a lot of fun. I have to admit, it seemed a little more subdued than last year, but I couldn't.
I noticed.
Wasn't
it,
quite
I think
sure.
it's probably because of how close it was to Halloween. Right after
Maybe.
Halloween, after everyone had
It was
just
a
partied
day,
the week
like, the
before.
next day.
Maybe we just had a whole year of winning everything that is like, oh, there's nothing to come out and mobilize
Halloween
for
was-
next year.
Winning,
Thursday was
winning.
I don't have a pencil for you. In case you're having a seizure. All right. So,
You can do stab me in the throat.
no. But no, Palm Springs was it seemed just a little bit more subdued. But I had to admit that the festival, they had two big lots and they brought down to one.
Down to one.
But it seemed just as good as it was last
So
year.
I wasn't at the festival site, so I don't know how busy that was. I was over on Arenas at the block party on Saturday, and that was really busy.
And you were in the parade?
I was not in the parade, but we were going to help with something for the parade, and then something
the
changed.
parade
Yeah,
is-
but we were there. We watched the parade.
I wanted to go to the parade. Every year I want to go to the parade, and every year I'm
You
waking
never
up.
wake up.
It's like
Drunk ass
Why?
fool.
I wasn't even that drunk.
That
No,
drunk.
but-
That's the word.
Saturday
That
night, you didn't
drunk.
get drunk.
I got drunk, but not drunk enough to where I couldn't get up.
You slept your ass
I don't want to
because
go
you
to a
were
parade at
that
9 o'clock in the
drunk.
morning. They had this just
What time did
married,
your parade start?
10 o'clock.
Oh, hell, that's too damn early.
It is early. It's like
I won't even get out of my bed to get breakfast. I make my man bring me breakfast in bed. He brings it at 12 o'clock. I'm still in
Do you
bed.
ever come watch the parade when it's here?
Yes.
During
Well, yeah, but
During
that
the
lasts for hours, so you're not gonna you'll catch a party.
Ophelia spent $200 in Jello shots at Palm Springs Pride.
for herself or for like just everyone?
She was,
Just buy it.
see, when you see Ophelia and she's drunk, go to her and get a fucking free drink. There you
She
go.
almost caused an uproar because there was like this pub. If you went to Hunters, did you go to Hunters?
I didn't go in
No.
there this year because I don't like Hunter.
You don't like Hunters?
I love Hunter.
I love Hunters. I like Toucans a little bit more than Hunters, but did you go to Toucans?
No.
No?
You want to know what my favorite bar is there?
Wait.
Spurline. I'm such an old campy gay man.
What is it?
Doing the Broadway show.
What is the bar with the swings?
Please tell me. I don't know.
I know there's slings at CCBC and all.
I didn't say sling. I
Oh.
said swing.
Swing.
You sit in a chair and your table and everything is
Don't have
moving.
$100 deposit.
Oh my God.
While
It's,
you're eating?
girl, tell your friends not to move it while you're eating and while you're drinking, but every time I go there, I go to that bar specifically. What street is that? It's called what? Lulu's.
It's called Lulu's.
No, it's the one that's on that corner. I ate there for dinner on Friday. I didn't see swings.
Out on the patio.
Didn't
Then
realize.
where the hell were you sitting there, bitch? You passed the swings when you walked through the goddamn door.
Oh my God!
What the hell is wrong, bitch? What was you doing? I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
She was focused on Unique, Wade, Alex, one of those three names. Alex, Wade,
Somebody.
Unique. So, but slings are only $100. Like
I
all
don't
those
use
CCBC.
slings.
Oh.
Slavery is over. No sling black people no more. We slinging white people. See, wetback that, bitch.
I'm offended.
That was a good segue.
On our way back, though, we drove up to, Trent and I drove up to Idyllwild, and because we were looking at the possibility of opening a bed and breakfast or do some kind of resort, maybe even do it in Palm Springs, but I want Idyllwild.
Longs, trannies are invited.
You know, anyone that wants to have a good time at our place is invited. And
Take the
has-
money, honey. Don't worry
don't
about what
take
they do
that.
and take the money.
But with the new apps, we can just take a picture and
And see
confirm
if
you
it
in 5
clears.
minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
See if it clears.
Positive.
Oh, you're good to go, bitch. I got your shit now. And I'm calling the police because your ass doing illegal shit.
But no, we had a lot of fun. And the last time we went to the barracks with
The barracks?
The barracks. Yeah,
I
that was a
saw
lot of fun.
Posters.
Yeah, we went with producer Kroner Aaron and Jay Turner, the other producer.
What is the barracks?
What? The barracks.
Is that a club or something?
It's like
The barracks
Palm
for real? Like the
Springs.
barracks for real? Like
it's like
in the military?
PEX times 10. But
Okay,
it's, in Palm Springs.
it's a bar, bitch. Don't be fucking
Yeah.
with me. I'm like, is they in the barracks? And
Well, they do barracks things there. Like you do in
I've
the
slept
barracks.
in many of barracks
Me
and
too.
I ain't done no thing.
Oh, no? It's naughty.
Oh, no. I don't
It
know.
can be naughty.
I'm not naughty.
And they protect themselves by putting little cute signs that say, don't get naughty.
My mother raised me be a good boy girl.
Femidoms.
Right now, I'm so embarrassed.
So,
The barracks.
the barracks is fun. You should go. Like,
Yeah. I'm going to the barracks. I got out the military.
So-
I'm done.
Palm Springs was a lot of fun. I'm glad it's always, it was our honeymoon thingy to get away, and we did. Now we're back. I'm actually glad to be back here in San Diego. Did anything else go back there when you were done? Nothing happened after the parade? You just drove on back? Did you get any traffic?
No, I came today. I came
Oh.
back today.
You came back today also?
Oh, yeah.
You bitches are crazy as
That's the best part.
Oh, that's because I'm old.
But when you get home, you're like, so.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay,
I'm glad
home.
I'm here.
When I get home, I got dogs to clean up after. I gotta come back.
No.
So I do all my vacations without my boyfriend. So
Really?
I don't have to worry about shit because he takes care of the animals when he's over there now.
Oh.
So we can't see shit.
I can see everything. My retinas have been burnt from spotlights on me all the time.
So you go on vacations and he does He just does everything? What do you mean?
He stays home.
Well, where do you go on
Like
vacation?
I went to Palm Springs a couple of weeks ago because someone asked me to do a show.
Uh-huh. What show was that?
I can't remember what the hell the show was.
So
but
he just
everybody
stays home and
He
just-
stayed home and took care of the damn animals because when you come home from the them animals will tear your house up. Them animals tear your house.
So,
We have 2 cats, 2 dogs, and another Englishman. There's 5 animals running amok in my house.
E-I-E-I-O. So, okay. Well, sorry about your animals.
And I'm going to Atlanta for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? Oh, yeah. What's going on with
We
Thanksgiving?
just opened the lips in Atlanta.
Y'all got any events coming up?
What?
Since we're getting close to Thanksgiving?
I'll be in Atlanta, so I don't give a shit what's coming up.
Nothing going on with lips between now and then?
Now and then is me on Wednesday for Bitchy Bingo. I don't give a
Bitchy
shit
Bingo.
about nothing else.
You see how bitchy she is. Put your money on the O. Put your money on the O. No?
Who is Scott Carlson?
Who is Scott Carlson? I don't even know who Scott Carlson is.
You show me a sign that says Scott
I'm
Carlson.
gonna guess that
You
that
gonna guess.
is
Straight boys
the
gonna
dinner
guess. Yeah.
at the center for during Thanksgiving.
Yay, nailed it.
Gay boy down, yeah.
I thought
Gay
that was
boy down.
I thought that was turkey meatball dinner thingy. No? Okay.
Who is Scott Carlson now?
I thought it was a travel
Who is
agency.
he?
Scott Carlson Wagon.
You don't know what the hell he is either. You just knew what the fuck he
I knew what
represented.
I knew what it was for.
Scott Carlson was an HIV/AIDS activist who passed away, and the dinner after him.
Oh, that's hot. I need to donate some money to that one.
You can donate food.
I'll buy a turkey.
There you go.
Well, who I drop it off to?
Todd Glover.
Todd Glover. Well, can we drop it off at the same
Met him at the Nikki Awards. Like, hey.
Well, that's any other events coming up, guys? Anything coming up? Breast Rail?
I mean, leading up to
No more beer fest here.
our beer fest. We are still carrying the beers.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, just not for the $3 special that we're doing for all of October. They're now a regular price again, but they're still pretty competitive for those types of beers.
Yeah, they are. Those are very competitive prices.
Yeah. So it should be fun. And then we've got a winter white party the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which should be fun. We did one last year. It was a blast. So hopefully it's a good time this year.
Really? This is happening right now? On the air?
It's a conversation. That's a segue, bitch.
I was looking at trying to buy these for Trent because he's getting ready to quit smoking.
I was getting ready to quit too.
Yeah,
And I
he's
got all
supposed to.
kinds of. I have plenty of.
So these are the electronic cigarettes that are out in the market right now, but I've noticed, have you run into any problems with the
Yeah, always. I
businesses?
love the problem.
Well, with the business,
Come to me. I'm like this. This
what's
is
the
Metro,
Brass Rail
bitch.
policy on electronic cigarettes?
Our policy is that they're allowed because indoors, because it's no smoke or anything like that. But it's still something we have to watch a lot of because there are the ones that you can fill with marijuana and things like that. But they do put off a different odor. So
Why
it's
you holding
easier
my
to
shit
smoke.
like it's a disease? What's up? Shit.
They hold marijuana?
This is a liquid.
Oh, you just speak to it.
This is a liquid
That liquid's the
that I pour in, and they have a thing they make with marijuana. It can fill this up with.
yeah.
Ooh.
And you can smoke it, and you will never know they're smoking marijuana because it has no scent to it.
Some
But
does, some
mine
doesn't.
is peach flavored because I'm going to Atlanta.
Georgia peach.
Thank you.
So, do you normally smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
Does that actually help you from not smoking regular cigarettes?
No.
So you wouldn't really suggest that to
Well,
someone
no.
quitting?
I when I first started, yes. But after a while, you when you're smoking it, it doesn't. After a while, you're not used to it. I mean, it doesn't do anything for you. When we're coming here, I'm not allowed to smoke in Howard's car. So I smoked this one on the way because I rolled the window down. He says, roll the window down, put your cigarette out the window. So I said it's too fucking cold. So I rolled up the window and smoked the electronic cigarette. When I'm in his car, electronic. When I'm not in his car, smoke your ass off in mine.
So,
But I loved it. One time I was in the airport. What airport were we at? And someone was chasing me, and the lady's like this, she's smoking in the airport. And I was sucking and sucking and sucking. And then she looked at me, I was like this. And put it out on my tit, and I was like this. It's plastic, you dumb bitch.
Oh.
And she went, oh, oh. I said, cause as I'm black, I know what the hell it is.
She's smoking while black.
You thought I was smoking the reefers, bitch. You thought I was smoking the reefers.
We need to get a screenshot of this. This is the first time I think I've ever seen Dustin hunched on the show.
Oh my God, my mother's gonna laugh. He's leaning over.
No. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've done that before, though.
Yeah. I haven't got no other major events coming up. I know that we have Veterans Day coming up, and if you are interested in marching with the American Military Partnership Association, you are more than welcome. Just make sure that you show up at the County Assessor's Building downtown San Diego at 10 a.m. next Tuesday, Veterans Day, Monday.
We just said 10 a.m. is too early for a parade.
I know. But you know, us military veterans,
We gotta stick
still
together.
Get up
Yes.
early, get out there, represent. There's nothing else.
I'm a walk in heels.
You're gonna walk in. Oh, you'll be out there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You good.
Well, they ain't gonna be
see
these
out there.
damn heels I have on
I've done
right
it the
now.
last 5 years, so it's been a lot of fun. Any events coming up, Courtney? Nothing at all? P-Flag?
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming. It's only
Oh my God, you're just like the department stores talking about some damn Christmas. We just got done with fucking Halloween. We talking about fucking
I'm trying
Christmas?
to segue into ending.
You segued wrong,
Well,
man.
Christmas is at the end of the year.
We're gonna wrap it up right
Yeah,
now.
we are going to wrap it up pretty soon. But thank you. We love you very much.
Leftovers or...
Leftovers, food. Thank you for joining us this week on They Said, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Until then.